Hello, welcome to the Trews Comments Edition. I'm your host, Russell Brand. Please subscribe here over this festive period to receive more Trews more quickly and give us more delicious power that we crave. And it is New Labour and it is a New Britain. In this Comments Edition, we communicate with each other. First up, it's Plate Man. I have the answer to the energy crisis we're facing, says Plate Man, somewhat confidently. Put solar panels in the Sahara, say an area the size of England, and pay the locals, teach the locals, how to build a world grid and maintain it. I'm aware there are animals that live in the desert, not a lot to be fair, parenthesised, but we could move them or find a way of doing this. Using science, I'm sure this can be achieved. Plate Man, I love you. Well, apparently, although I'm being quite cynical and mocking because I'm a professional comedian and a bit of a smart-ass, I read somewhere that you could solve the world's energy crisis with solar panels in an area about the size of Birmingham. It's in my book, Revolution. I've put it in there, and you are right that this is the solution that we need to pursue, or certainly new energy alternatives. And sorry for being silly, Plate Man. I think we got off on the wrong foot because you called Plate Man. Tony Prower. Hey, Rusty Fart Face. I got 3 steps towards a peaceful revolution right here. 1. Start eating healthy greens instead of processed crap. Seriously, that stuff puts you in a state of suggestion. He's right. 2. We learn to live without money. Begin by helping others and working on your relationships. If you work really hard loving your children and grandchildren, you won't need a pension. He's right. 3. Realise that it is ourselves who've created the system we want to change. Me thinks of a John Lennon interview where he explained that it was us who created Hitler. We need to change the media. We do have the power. We can change the whole world via simple acts of kindness and making our relationships our priority rather than our possessions. You're right in many ways, Tony Prower. You called me Rusty Fart Face, which I'm offended by. I've got to let that go, haven't I? Us who created Hitler. I mean, I suppose we're all contributing to society. We're all contributing to the frequencies that create demons and monsters and powerful individuals. And I think a lot of the ideological suggestions that you make are worthwhile ones. Certainly diet, altruism and relationship. And what was the third and final thing? Acknowledge our own power and participatory relevance. Yeah, spot on, mate. Nice one. Luby Luob goes, where is your Revolution t-shirt from? I likes it. My Revolution t-shirt is from our website, russellbrand.com. Go on there. Here's the link. Get yourself a t-shirt. There's a red one. There's a white one. Should be wearing it now, but it's in the wash. It's in the wash. Where's your t-shirt? It's in the wash. My brother's borrowed it. My brother got Kiara on my t-shirt. You can get one of those, and any profits we're using in our new social enterprise business. We're setting up social enterprises to get drug addicts and people with complex needs back to work. So you're not even being a capitalist by doing it. Although probably, I don't know, I bet at some point you use a credit card. Just hypocrisy. Hum says, Russell, dear Cosmic Brother, please resume your 5 to 10 minutes reading of spiritual upliftment and inspiration at the end of each Trews. It's so soothing and inspiring for you and for us. What we have our attention on grows. All right, I'll do one now. Wait a sec. Let's have a look what we've got here. What we got here? All right, Krishnamurti, he's a spiritual guy. What else have I got? Oh, Emmett Fox. Emmett Fox, knock your socks off. Krishnamurti, what's he got to say? Let's just pick a bit at random. Self-centered activity. Most of us, I think, are aware that every form of persuasion, every kind of inducement has been offered us to resist self-centered activities. Religions, through promises, through fear of hell, through every form of condemnation have tried in different ways to dissuade man from this constant activity that is born from the centre of me. I suffer from that, even when I'm doing kind things. Sometimes I'm doing it for a self-centered, I want to look nice type stuff, These have failed. Political organisations have taken over. So religions have over, according to Krishnamurti. I think we need a new one. There again, persuasion. There again, the ultimate utopian hope. Every form of legislation, from the very limited to the extreme, including concentration camps, has been used and enforced against any form of resistance. Yet we go on in our self-centered activity, which is the only kind of action we seem to know. If we think about it at all, we try to modify it. If we are aware of it, we try to change the course of it. But fundamentally, deeply, there is no transformation. There is no radical cessation of that activity. The thoughtful are aware of this. They are also aware that when the activity comes from the centre, the activity that comes from the centre eases, only then can there be happiness. I think what he's referring to here, old Krishnamurti, is that without self-change, without an essential spiritual change, we can't alter systems, because the manifest world, the material world, is a reflection of a more sublime, less palpable realm. Like, we have manifested this reality. The bloke there before said it, didn't he? Old Rusty Fartface guy. We are manifesting this reality, and it comes from thought and from inner frequencies. Without altering this self-centered frequency that Krishnamurti refers to, we can't have real change. So that's where I think spirituality is important. Now, religion became institutionalized, which is another way of saying externalized. Its rituals became about the maintenance of the apparatus of religion, as opposed to its function to enhance the connection between man and God and man and one another. We need to return to systems that create stronger bonds between us. I think actually Tony Prower basically gave us a recipe for solving the world's problems. I might go back and look at that solar panel thing from Plate Man. I'm probably being unduly glib. Today is the day where the comments come from advanced prophets solving the world's problems. So there you go. There is some true news. We've covered some important issues there. Religion, theology, spirituality, and and t-shirts, which are available here. Click on here. And all of that stuff is true. True news. Subscribe here.
Is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.